Hi everyone, I'm Tasman. I'm the founder of New Earth Healing as well as Mod Kundalini Activations. I will be going into a little bit of these different pathways for ascension in another video, but I'm just enjoying producing ascension teachings the organic way. So I'm here to share bits and pieces of my journey because I went through rectifying the blueprint. I went through my own distortion removal. I went through basically becoming the blueprint. And I'm here to share that process with you guys in bits and pieces. Okay, so one thing that anyone who works with me knows, my modalities always connect you with yourself. Okay, what that means is I will always, always, always say that you need to connect with your own higher self before you connect with anything outside of you. No guide, no ancestor, all sorts, right? Because it is through the higher self that you learn discernment as to what to let into your field. Because a lot of the time, there can be mimic beings, there can be false guides, there can be false ascension teachings, distorted information. And a lot of people in 2026 and before 2026 are still not connecting with their own higher selves, because the biggest thing with humanity is humanity loves to outsource their power. And this is a problem because not all of these guides have the best intention for you. Not all of these are true light. A lot of these beings are false light, and they are sending you on false loops. And how do you do this? How do you discern? Is you connect with the higher self, you connect with source. Nothing you let into your field without gaining discernment through the higher self. And this is why I have produced a book. I have created my level 1 book, Awakening the Higher Self, level 1, because it is so important for people to realize the importance of their own higher selves. Like, you are the one going through this ascension process. You need to understand that your higher self is the most important and best guide for this ascension process. Your higher self chose you for this ascension process. That is so freaking important. So a lot of people who are channeling all sorts, whatever, don't get me wrong, it all serves its purpose. And I'm not here to judge, but I am going to say is these people have never connected with their own higher selves. And this is a problem. Like I said, you're going through this ascension process. Your higher self wants you to ascend. And once embodiment, your higher self wants to embody this vessel. And until you decide that you're ready for that embodiment, the higher self is going to hang back. Okay? Make sense? Don't get me wrong, your higher self is always trying to guide you, but you have free will on this planet. So, in my level 1 course book, and they will be level 2 and 3 because you have ding, 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 a surprise, more than one higher self or energy of a higher self. And I will be teaching about this in the future. I will be making videos, but I will also explain it in depth in the level 2 and 3 course book. Okay. So I don't even know where I was going with this beforehand, but I'm very passionate about connecting people with themselves because, like I said, if you're connecting with beings, guides, all sorts, over and above your higher self and placing them on a pedestal, your higher self is actually lagging, right? Or like running behind in this ascension process. And your higher self is like, please, I just want you to understand that embodiment is key, okay? So very, very, very important, most important for this process. And I teach you how to do that. So my other modalities also very, very much based on connecting to the higher self, because your higher self is also going to point out your distortions and a bunch of things which you might not like. But I'm here to be honest with you. That's just how I am. That's just how I teach. And your higher self might want you to change many things in your life. And this is the problem with a lot of people, is they outsource their power to like clairvoyants, guides, all sorts, whatever, because these beings are sometimes giving false information, false teachings, telling you what you want to hear. Whereas true light, true light is going to show you as it is in a good way, a loving way, but a firm way. That's how the higher self speaks. Okay, they're very blunt, they're very straightforward. So your higher self might highlight your own distortions. Okay, so I'm trying to think, what else did I want to say about this? Um, I think we're good, but if I come up with anything else, I'll make a video in the future. But yeah, if there's anything that you want to know about the higher self, please let me know in the comments below. Although please note that I won't be covering everything so freely, depending on where the audience is. And also, obviously, some of my teachings are worth, actually, all of my teachings are worth paying for. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. Start setting that intention to embody your own higher self, because like I said, the higher self will hang back because of your own free will on this planet. Unless you decide on embodiment, the higher self is like, okay, I'm waiting. Okay, so cool. I hope this was enlightening for you, and subscribe for more. Like I said, I'm going to be making a range of different teachings for different levels, because yeah, there's a bunch. But anyway, thanks for watching.